coming to you from the Great Barrier Reef here in Australia. We are on board Mike Ball's Spoil Sport liveaboard. We've just finished up an amazing week diving here and we have seen so much. Really has been an incredible trip, and I feel like we say that every time, but it has surpassed expectations, and we've got sunshine, which we weren't expecting. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, check that out. There's a barrier reef right behind us there. It's our first time in Australia, first time on the Great Barrier Reef. And to say expectations that have been exceeded is probably an understatement. And like Hayley says, yes, we say that on every trip, but when we actually arrived in Australia last week, we spent a few days in Cairns, and we had it was a bit cloudy, a bit wet, a bit humid.
Yeah,
first couple of days on the liveaboard were, but yeah, the tail end of the trip, or the second half, the last sort of 4 days have been absolutely blistering. I came away with one thing I wanted to see on my wish list. Was a wobbegong shark, never seen one before, and lo and behold, on my 600th dive last night at Vertical Gardens, Ribbon Reef number 5, I saw a wobbegong. I saw a second one in the dive. Hayley thinks it was the same one.
Sure
I'm convinced it was a different one, so I'm counting it as two wobbegongs. But honestly, the Great Barrier Reef is just like it is in Nemo, you know.
Yeah, it really is like finding Nemo.
It literally is. It's just like a thriving underwater metropolis. It's just crazy. You know, we had a manta barrel rolling on a night dive the other night.
One-on-one dance with a manta.
Yeah, Hayley got some great shots of it.
The best dive of my life.
We've seen a ton load of sharks. We've seen, you know, mantis shrimp. We've seen nudies of all different shapes and sizes.
Loads of stuff.
It's been crazy. The first couple of days we were out over the Coral Sea, so we dived at Bougainville Reef, did a day's dive in there, and then we did Osprey Reef in the Coral Sea before heading to the Great Barrier Reef itself. Over to Lizard Island where we dropped a few guests off. So we've done the 7-day itinerary, but there's a 4-night and a 3-night cruise. So if you're doing the 4-night cruise, you can kind of get off halfway through, and then the 3-night guests get on and take their place. So we've sort of had 2 sets of friends to meet and dive with, which has been really cool.
Really good. Get to meet lots of people from all over the world, and it's just been really like interesting how the 2 different trips have contrasted.
Yeah, definitely.
Both amazing, but just quite different. So yeah, I'm glad we did the week because it meant we got to see all of the different sites.
Yeah, I highly recommend doing the full week. It's literally doing the Coral Sea is such a contrast to the Great Barrier Reef itself. It's a completely different set of marine animals that you'll see. Water temperature has been 29, 30 degrees.
30.
It did touch 31 on yesterday afternoon's dive. There was an absolutely bizarre, really warm thermocline that comes streaming down the reef. But yeah, absolutely stunning. We've done I've done about 24, 25 dives this week.
You can do about 26, I think the itinerary says, but yeah, we've tried to do as many as we can. Obviously just want to spend every minute in the water, so a bit sad that it's come to an end.
It has come to an end. Yeah, we've just finished our last dive, so we've got the boat barbecue party tonight, and then we off the boat tomorrow, and we head down to Sydney. So we've got a few days in Sydney, and we're gonna try and catch a bit of diving now. But
for now,
the Mike Ball trip has been absolutely exceptional. One thing I will say, we've done a lot of liveaboards, and we've come across a lot of liveaboard crew. There's a real sense of pulling together and theatre on this boat. You know, you get the dive crew helping out in the kitchen, the kitchen staff get to go diving. There's none of this is your job and that's all you do.
Yeah, it's a real teamwork.
You're a dive guide, you're the only people that can do that. There's a real sense of everyone chipping in. Everyone takes turns in being the lookout, everyone takes turns in being the deckhand on the back of the boat. The dive guys all take turns in taking them out. Everyone gets to go out for a pleasure dive, so it's not all just working with the guests. Really, really, really great.
They also take on 2 volunteers for every trip, so they can have people come and experience it, and then they help out and get to do some of the diving, which is amazing because then you get people coming on. Yeah,
and 2 of the guides, Lucas and Miriam, they were both volunteers. They both did a week of volunteering last year, and they're both now working on the boat. So it's a great example of how that volunteering program works. So yeah, absolutely exceptional. If you're going to do an Australian liveaboard on the Barrier Reef, then Mike Ball is only one you can do. There is another one, I won't say its name, but Mike Ball celebrated 50-year anniversary last year. You know, the name is synonymous with the Great Barrier Reef. It's the one that everyone would refer to. If you say you work or you've been on a Mite Ball dive expedition, then yeah, it really makes people listen and kind of like make their ears prick up. So if you're going to come to the Barrier Reef, which I highly recommend that you do, it's not dead, it's not dying like all the reports say. I've never seen coral like it. It's the healthy is just crazy healthy. Crazily healthy. That's what I'm trying to say.
It looks amazing. The parts that we visited, it's thriving. So I think it's a lot of bad press. You know, there are problems here, but there are so many areas you can go to see it in its full glory, and we have seen only a glimmer of that, and it's been absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it has. I would definitely want to come back.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it from us. We are going to go and finish packing our dive gear away and taking our cameras apart.
Yeah, get a drink.
get a drink. We'll have another drink. But yeah, we are heading down to Sydney after this trip. So we're going to do some diving there and also in Adelaide. So keep your eyes peeled for more from us on the Scubaverse and Dive Travel Adventure channels. And yeah, hopefully we'll speak to you guys soon.
Yeah. See you next time.
Cheers, guys. Bye.
Bye.